Before the development of the modern germ theory in the 19th century, scientists and physicians debated two main explanations for illness: miasma theory, which we discussed in an earlier video, and contagion theory. Miasma theory suggested that diseases were caused by bad air or poisonous vapours. In contrast, early contagion theory proposed that disease spread through direct contact between individuals or through contaminated objects. Sushruta, the ancient Indian Ayurvedic surgeon writing in around 600 BCE, is considered one of the earliest proponents for a contagion theory. He detailed that diseases could be transmitted from one person to another through close contact, shared food, or contaminated environments. He even suggested that diseases could be spread by objects, such as clothes and bedding, and as a preventative measure, he recommended practices like hygiene, disinfecting objects, and quarantine. Although his ideas were ahead of their time, the mechanisms for the diseases themselves were still centuries away from being understood. Back then, disease was believed to be caused by supernatural events, or as karmic punishment, and sickness was a result of transmission of harmful powers. Galen, writing in the 2nd century CE, had also identified the possibility of contagion. However, his theory was greatly overshadowed by his works on the four humours, which had been the standard for understanding sickness in the body since the time of Aristotle, some 500 years earlier. Contagion theory faced strong resistance for centuries. Many doctors preferred miasma theory because it seemed to better explain widespread outbreaks. Humoral medicine offered a logical and comprehensive explanation, but contagion, that was invisible. It could not be seen, smelt, or experienced. One of the most influential later figures was the Italian physician Girolamo Francastoro in the 16th century. He built on the Ayurvedic teachings, but proposed that diseases were caused by tiny invisible particles, what he called seeds of contagion. He reiterated that disease could be transmitted through direct contact, through the air, or via objects. Although he had no microscope to prove this, his ideas were remarkably close to what we now understand about microbes. Despite his works and the growing evidence surrounding epidemics, his theory was still met with resistance, and it would not be until the 19th century, with advances in science and technology, that contagion theory gained a stronger support. Key developments came from scientists like Louis Pasteur and Robert Koch, who provided experimental evidence that microorganisms cause disease. Their work led to the establishment of germ theory, which essentially confirmed and expanded upon the earlier ideas of contagion theory. This shift had enormous practical consequences. It changed how societies approached public health, leading to improved sanitation, sterilisation practices, and measures like quarantine to prevent the spread of infectious diseases. While Sushruta and Francastoro lacked the scientific tools to fully prove their claims, they laid important groundwork for one of the most significant breakthroughs in medical history.